My name is Caleb Smith. I'm a student physical therapist, and today we're going to talk about functional reach test. It's a pretty simple test. All you need is a yardstick taped to a wall. This test is used to assess a couple of different things: vestibular issues, balance, a couple of different diagnoses. People that have had spinal cord injuries, strokes, Parkinson's disease. Can also just be used to assess balance with the elderly population, which is what it was originally created for. So today Kyle's going to be our patient. He's going to perform this test for us, and he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, which is one of those diagnoses we talked about. So Kyle, let me ask how old you are.
I'm 63.
He's 63. So the reason I asked for his age is because there are different values that are considered normal for different age ranges. Like for his age range, he's 63. So 13 to 15 inches would be around the range you look for to say, okay, that's normal, probably not a significant risk of falling. For the general population, I think between 16 and 18 inches for most sources is going to be considered normal. So anything on almost any source that's 6 inches and below, that's how you would say they're at a pretty high risk for falls. So Kyle, the first thing I'll do, if I'll get you to scoot up a little bit, you explain the test to the patient before you perform it. So what they'll do, they'll just stand with their feet about shoulder width apart, and then they'll have to hold their fists out in front of them where the starting point would be at 0 on the yardstick, and then all they'll do is they'll lean forward as far as they can, and then a measurement will be taken at however many inches they can reach forward. And you want to make sure that they don't lean against the wall or their heels don't come up, they don't take a step to, help them out in, because this really does need to be used to assess their ability to balance and lean a direction without falling, because that's the whole purpose of this test. All right, so Kyle, does that test make sense to you?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna set this clipboard down. I'm gonna get hooked on you real quick. Just hold your arms up. Alright, so Kyle, come stand by the wall right here. Alright, just hold your arm up, flex to 90 degrees. Alright, so that'll be his starting point. So first, before the patient starts, you'll give them 2 chances at this test to make sure that they understand how it works. So it's just kind of be like practice runs. And then after that, they'll actually perform the test 3 times, and you'll take the average of those 3 scores, and that'll be their overall score for the test. So this will be our 2 practice runs at it right here. So Kyle, if you can remember how to do the test, go ahead. Alright, so see right there, that's where you start them over, lean against the wall a little bit and took a step. And the therapist always wants to stand in front of the patient. You want to do that just to make sure that if they fall forward, then you can catch them, and it also doesn't hurt if there's another therapist, at their side or behind them. So now you let Kyle do that again. Alright, so you probably have to start them over right there. He took a step, so that's another way they can kind of compensate for their balance. So now we'll just go through 3 trials of it, and we'll take the average of those 3 scores. Let's go ahead and see what you got. Alright, so he's stopping about right there. So he's right at 4 inches for that one. Alright, so wait a second. Alright, go ahead. Just kind of stop right there again. So he's at 4.5 inches that time. So we'll do this one more time. Alright, that looks like he's stopping at about 5 inches. And something else I didn't talk about, when you're measuring how far they reach, you're looking at where their third knuckle from start to finish. That's the distance that you count as for their score. So if he got 4 inches, 4.5, and then 5 inches, those 3 together, 4.5 inches would be his overall score. And like we talked about earlier, anything below 6, you're looking at a pretty significant risk of falling based on that score, which is typically what you're looking at with patients diagnosed with Parkinson's. So that's the functional reach test, and that's a pretty quick, simple way to assess a person's risk of falling.
My name is Mallory Leslie, and I'm a student physical therapist, and this is Mary Jennings, who has come to our clinic today with the chief complaint of neck pain. I'm going to be administering the Neck Disability Index, which gives us an indication of her level of disability and its impact on her function and activities of daily living. This index includes sections such as pain intensity, personal care, lifting, reading, headaches, concentration, work, driving, sleeping, and recreation. We're going to give her multiple options in each category and ask which one best describes her pain. So, Mary Jennings, regarding pain intensity, would you say that you have no pain at the moment, the pain is very mild at the moment, the pain is moderate at the moment, the pain is fairly severe at the moment, the pain is very severe at the moment, the pain is worst imaginable at the moment?
I would say my pain's very mild at the moment.
Okay. Personal care. I can look after myself normally without causing extra pain. I can look after myself normally, but it causes extra pain. It is painful to look after myself, and I'm slow and careful. I need some help, but can manage most of my personal care. I need help every day in most aspects of self-care. I do not get dressed. I wash with difficulty and stay in bed.
I'd say it's painful to look after myself, and I'm slow and careful.
Okay. Regarding lifting. I can lift heavy weights without extra pain. I can lift heavy weights, but it gives extra pain. Pain prevents me from lifting heavy weights off the floor, but I can manage if they are conveniently placed, for example, on a table. Pain prevents me from lifting heavy weights, but I can manage light to medium weights if they are conveniently positioned, and I can lift very light weights, or I cannot lift or carry anything.
I would say pain prevents me from lifting heavy weights, but I can manage light to medium weights if they are conveniently positioned.
Okay. Reading. I can read as much as I want with no pain in my neck. I can read as much as I want with slight pain in my neck. I can read as much as I want with moderate pain in my neck. I can't read as much as I want because of moderate pain in my neck. I can hardly read at all because of severe pain in my neck, or I cannot read at all.
I think I can read as much as I want with moderate pain in my neck.
Okay. For headaches, I have no headaches at all. I have slight headaches which come infrequently. I have moderate headaches which come infrequently. I have moderate headaches which come frequently. I have severe headaches which come frequently, or I have headaches almost all of the time.
I think I have slight headaches which come infrequently.
Okay. Regarding concentration, I can concentrate fully when I want to with no difficulty. I can concentrate fully when I want with slight difficulty. I have a fair degree of difficulty in concentrating when I want to. I have a lot of difficulty in concentrating when I want to. I have a great deal of difficulty in concentrating when I want to, or I cannot concentrate at all.
I would say I can concentrate fully when I want to with slight difficulty.
Okay. At work, I can do as much work as I want to. I can only do my usual work, but no more. I can do most of my usual work, but no more. I cannot do my usual work. I can hardly do any work at all, or I can't do any work at all.
I would say I cannot do my usual work.
Okay. Driving. I can drive my car without any neck pain. I can drive my car as long as I want with slight neck pain. I can drive my car as long as I want with moderate neck pain. I can't drive my car as long as I want because of moderate neck pain. I can hardly drive at all because of severe pain in my neck, or I cannot drive my car at all.
I think I can drive my car as long as I want with slight pain in my neck.
Okay. Sleeping. I have no trouble sleeping. My sleep is slightly disturbed, less than 1 hour. My sleep is mildly disturbed, 1 to 2 hours. My sleep is moderately disturbed, 2 to 3 hours. My sleep is greatly disturbed, 3 to 5 hours, or my sleep is completely disturbed, 5 to 7 hours.
I think my sleep is moderately disturbed, so 2 to 3 hours that I'm sleepless at night.
Okay. And finally, with recreation, I am able to engage in all of my recreation activities with no neck pain at all. I am able to engage in all of my recreation activities with some pain in my neck. I am able to engage in most, but not all of my usual recreation activities because of pain in my neck. I am able to engage in a few of my usual recreation activities because of pain in my neck. I can hardly do any recreation activities because of pain in my neck, or I can't do any recreation activities at all.
I think I'm able to engage in a few of my usual recreation activities because of pain in my neck.
Okay, so the Neck Disability Index has 10 different sections with 6 options in each section. The first would be no disability with a score of 0, and the sixth would be complete disability with a score of 5, and everything in between would be a 1, 2, 3, or a 4, with 50 total possible points for the index. Mary Jennings, with the options you chose, you received 20 out of 50 total points, which we could also report as a 40%. This test doesn't really have any normative data, it's just an indication of their personal level of disability, but it's a good indication of progress, so it could be administered at the beginning of therapy and at stages throughout and then before discharge.